Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Selah. Probably already know that, but anyways, I got a lot of requests to do a everyday makeup tutorial, and so here it is. This is my everyday makeup look. Pretty natural. That's all the look I'm going for. I don't want anything too extravagant. I kind of like the idea of it not really looking like I'm wearing makeup, but still kind of am at the same time. So keep watching to figure out how to get this look. Okay, so before I do my makeup, I prep my face with moisturizer, and I just use a gentle oil-free moisturizer, and it's the Neutrogena oil-free moisture for sensitive skin. So then it literally doesn't do anything to your skin, it just moisturizes it. Okay, and after I do that, the first step that I do is priming, and for my priming I use a pore stick that I got in Korea from this all-natural beauty cosmetic store called Nature Republic, and it just kind of fills in all of your pores to give you a flat makeup look. I just apply these in the, I guess it would be T-zone, I'm not really sure. I just do it in the parts that my pores are most prevalent and noticeable. Next product that I use to prime my face is the Lancome Perfecting Makeup Primer Smoothing Effect La Base Pro. And it looks like this. And this just kind of like evens out everything because I don't put the other primer all over my whole face. So just do like a little bit and then put it in the other spots. The next product that I use is the Bravo Conditioning Primer by Benefit, and I use this to prime my brows so that they will be all in the right spot and not be crazy and everywhere. I also use this at night because it helps my eyebrows to grow and be nourished. It has like vitamins and stuff in it. Since it's summertime, I don't really want to use like foundation because it just makes my face look really oily after wearing it for a long time, and this is my everyday makeup look, so it's something that I just wear all day long and I don't want to have to worry about looking gross or having to touch it up because that's not something I want to do. It's very simple. I can make another video later on of like an actual like full-on makeup look if you guys want. Just like give this video a thumbs up. So the first thing I do is just conceal. And when I do this, I just use like a regular e.l.f. concealer that's liquid because this is just the tone that is the good color for my face right now, and it just happened to be what I have. And I'm just gonna touch up all my blemishes, as well as adding like a little dot to the top of my nose and the bridge of my nose because this is a good highlighting effect. Okay, and before I blend this in, so this is what it looks like before it's blended. It's kind of funny, honestly. Blend this in, I'm going to conceal my under eyes with a color correcting fluid from Urban Decay called Naked Skin, and it's like a peachy tone, and this just gets rid of the dark circles, and I feel like I always have them for some reason. It really just makes me look so tired, so I just use this to like make myself look awake. Just apply this in like a triangle motion just to cover up the dark circles because it's not like the actual concealer, because we're going to cover this up later. I also add a little touch on my eyelids because they get a little dark sometimes too. And then after doing this, I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and I'm going to blend all of it together. Blending with a dabbing motion. Now that that's all blended in, we can do the next steps. Okay, so for the next step, we're going to conceal, contour, and highlight just to give your face the natural colors that it already has and make it just look perfect. Honestly, a reason I really wear makeup. Okay, for my under eyes, I use a concealer stick from Maybelline called Dream Brightening Creamy Concealer in 30, which is shade medium. And then I just apply this in a right triangle shape and put it on the sides of my nose and under my eyes like so. I add like a little dot on the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose, and then just do like some random lines like that, and a line right there, and a little circle down there. And that's all the concealing that I do. Take your damn beauty blender and dab all that in. A tip for concealing your face when you're contouring and stuff, everybody's face shape is different, so there's everybody's face shape is different, and there's charts online that you can look at depending on your face, because you wouldn't put the concealing in the same spots, especially like on your nose. Mine, I have like a little bridge right here, so I don't put the concealer there, but some people have different nose shapes, so they would put the concealer in different spots, but that's just based off your natural highlights in your face. Okay, so after I've blended it all in, I'm taking this green tea pore packed, also from the Nature Republic place that I got, the cosmetic store in Korea, and it's just like translucent powder, and I'm just gonna take a feathery brush. I use this pretty much for everything. It's like multi-purpose, but I just get like a lot of that on my brush, so it's literally like makes my brush white, and I just like lightly dab it in there, because you don't want to like cake it on, but you just like lightly dab it on there to set that so you don't get any creases in your under eyes. Like I said, this is a very simple makeup look, so I'm not using any foundation, but I do use powder and foundation, I guess, just to set the blemishes that I concealed and just all the other stuff that's on my face so it doesn't get oily or anything like that. For that, I'm using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Perfecting Veil in shade medium, and this is just like, I don't know, I've literally used this since high school, and it's just my go-to. And I'm using just a big powder brush, and I'm just gonna like dab that all over your face. You want to use a dabbing motion pretty much for everything, because you have pores, and so by dabbing you're just gonna set it into your pores, and it will leave a more poreless look. I'm just gonna apply that everywhere, a little bit over the part of the concealer, so it gives more transition into the other parts of your face and makes it look more natural. My next step is I'm going to bronze it up and contour a little bit. So for that, I'm using Hoola by Benefit, and it's literally the best bronzer I've ever used. I've had it for like a year now, and it's literally broken and everything, but I still use it, and I still have some left somehow. But for that, I'm just gonna take a eyeshadow like blending brush, and this is from ColourPop, and I'm just gonna take a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna, you can find your cheekbones by just like taking the brush and rolling it up your face like that and seeing where it stops. But also I feel like I can see mine sometimes, so I just like tilt my head down like that, and you can literally see the line already, and then you just take it and you lightly like brush along the line of that and just do like a little line. And then I'm also gonna take it and contour my nose a little bit just to give it more color, because I put the concealer on it, so it makes it look kind of like a ghost. And I'm just going to lightly brush the sides of my nose where the lines, like where the bone structure already is, because it gives it a very natural look. And then I'm gonna apply a little bit on the bottom of my nose so you can see where my nose ends, and on the bridge of my nose. And I'm just gonna take this brush, and then so you can see kind of where the lines are, and then you just blend it in. So now that we just have the lines of bronzer on our cheekbones, I'm going to take this feathery brush that I used earlier for the translucent setting powder, and I'm going to just dab it in the bronzer and then blend it up to give color back into your cheeks and make your cheekbones look more like cut out, if that makes sense. I'm also going to apply a little bit to my forehead in these areas and a little on the top, but that's just based off my face shape, so you should really look up that chart and figure out which one yours is so you know exactly where to apply it, because it might not look the same if you do it and you have a different face shape. Okay, and so now that we're done doing that, I'm going to apply a little bit of blush. I know I don't usually do this, it's just like depends, but I'm gonna do it right now. For blush, I literally only have ever, like, I don't really use blush that often, so I just have one blush, and it's in this like contouring palette by Maybelline, the Master Contour by Face Studio, and it's the light to medium shade, and it has like it has bronzer and a highlight, but I just really use it for the blush. And so I'm just gonna take a little bit on this brush. It's literally multi-purpose, and I'm just gonna smile and dab it on the apples of my cheeks. You don't want to do it too dark, because then you'll be able to really see the pink, and it will be noticeable that you put blush on. Okay, so now that you're almost done with your face, I'm going to highlight my cheekbones and my nose and like my Cupid's bow, and I use the What's Up by Benefit, and this is literally the best concealer. It's cream, and so I just like dab a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones, my nose, my Cupid's bow. And then you can take Cupid's blender, but I feel like it works better if I just use my finger because it's very like, it's a stick and it's not very creamy, so it doesn't really just like move. And then it literally gives like the most natural highlight, I swear. Love it so much. But yeah, so now we're pretty much done with our face. I'm gonna move on to eyes and eyebrows and lips, and then we'll be done. So for my eyes, I just take some bronzer and put it in my crease because it gives a very natural look to your eyes. And then apply a little bit under your eye, I just do it in the corner on each side. I'm going to take the Naked Urban Decay palette, the basics that just has like this couple of colors, and I'm going to take the shade Faint, which is the second to darkest color, and I'm going to apply that in the outer part of my crease because it'll give it like a little bit darker, more contoured look. And then lastly, on my eyes for like eyeshadow, I've literally had this makeup thing since, I can't remember. It's Maybelline Dream Mousse Shadow, and it's like a brown, like sparkly color, and since I have green eyes, neutral colors on my eye really bring out my eyes, so I'm just gonna put this on my lid, and then that part is done, pretty much. Sometimes I'll add eyeliner, it just depends, but right now I'm not going to because I'm not really feeling it. Okay, next I'm going to do my brows before I do my mascara. Okay, so for my brows, I've been using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit, and it's pretty good, honestly. It's the shade, I use the shade 6 because I feel like my eyebrows don't look that dark, but my hairs are all black, so they just are not thick. So I need to use a shade that's not really brown because then you can really notice that I'm filling in my brows, and that's really not the look that I'm going for. So I'm just going to, there's a little spoolie on the end, and then there's just like the pencil. And I'm just going to take this and brush my brows up. And then fill in just like very lightly because I don't want them too dark, obviously, because they're not dark at all. I just want to fill in like where they have sparse hairs. And so I just do it in this weird, like, I don't even know motion. I'm just doing it. And I use this pencil just for the back side of my brows because I use something else in the front. Because it always gives a much harsher look, and I don't like that. Because I have a really weird eyebrow shape for some reason. Literally have no idea. This eyebrow is weird because I ran into a water fountain when I was in 1st grade, so I have a scar. Now that I've done the back side of my brows, I'm going to take this spoolie brush and brush them, obviously, and then I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and just use that to fill in the front of my brows. This always gives it a much naturaler look than the pencil does because the pencil is like a harsh line and this is kind of like a powder gel. I'm not really exactly sure. Okay, so my brows are pretty much done, and I'm gonna move on to mascara. I personally have these weird eyelashes that just go straight out, so I have to curl them. I'm gonna do that off camera, and I will be back. So my eyelashes are curled. You can't really see them because they're not that dark, but a tip for anybody who has really straight eyelashes, I've noticed that if you take your eyelash curler and you put it under hot water for like a couple seconds, or you put a blow dryer on it, it helps to curl them, just like kind of like the same effect that a curling iron has. But yeah, so my eyelashes are curled, and today I'm going to be using the They're Real by Benefit, and this is, I really like this mascara because it always makes my eyelashes look perfect pretty much without having to use a lot. Usually I'll do bottom lash mascara if I'm going out to do something, but for every day to day I don't, because I've noticed that it tends to like rub off under my eyes just from like going and doing whatever I do during the day, so I kind of avoid that. So the last thing that's left is lips. The biggest thing with this makeup tutorial is it's an everyday makeup look, so I'm not gonna go all out, but I like to have just like a natural lip color. That would be something that I could have naturally. And so to achieve that look, I got these along with that primer that I used earlier from Lancome. I got them on a trip that I went on with my sister not too long ago, and they gave us a bunch of products, and so I fell in love with a bunch of them that they gave me. These are called, like, I guess they're called like lip shakers. I think you like shake them up and then they have like lip stuff in them, but I use the shade Beige Vintage 270 and I just like apply a little couple dots, and then it looks like too pink to me, so then I add this red one, which is Kiss Me Cherie 374, and then I just add a couple dots. And then you're done. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll make more. I got a bunch of products from Lancome in the mail, so I'm going to be doing an unboxing. So if you're looking forward to that, give it a thumbs up also. Comment below any videos that you want me to make. I was considering doing another Q&A just because the last one I did was so long ago and I feel like so much has changed. So if you guys would like me to do that, just comment your questions below, and if I get enough, I'll definitely do that. Thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this makeup tutorial that I created, and come back for more videos.